Hey guys, it's Kim here with Verily Fiber Fun. Thanks for joining me today. We are making my first ever blended top on the hackle because, that's what you do when you got a hackle. So I am using a combination of Cheviot, commercial Cheviot top that I've dyed in different pretty colors. I did not use the red in this. And then locally sourced hand-processed Gulf Coast native Texel cross fleece that I hand combed, a little bit of hand-dyed nylon, and some firestar, both dyed and undyed. Before we get started, I would like to say thank you very much for joining me and for all the comments and likes. I really appreciate it. You guys are the best. Also, welcome to all you new subscribers. Really appreciate you guys being here with me. And I wanted to remind you all that there is a special still going on for the Patreon page. If you would like to join the community there, the first 5 people to sign up at participating tiers will receive an extra free fiber gift. This fiber right here that you're watching me create is one of the free gifts. So one of you could receive this loveliness right here. So this being my first time using the hackle in this manner, it's different than the combs. The tines are farther apart and they're bigger around, and so the hackle didn't want to load the same way I'm used to my combs loading. So it was a very awkward feel at first, but once I was finished loading this full set onto the hackle, I kind of started getting a feel for how to do it. Also, I was horribly terrified of those very, very sharp tines. They are ridiculously sharp. Like they hurt when you barely touch them. They're really, really sharp. And I don't want to draw blood. I've done that with the combs. It hurts and it's very easy to do. So if you have a hackle, please be careful with it and be safety conscious. One of the things I learned while doing this is when you're dealing with a thinner comb top from your own dizzing, your own hand comb top. I don't really know how to say that. Anyway, sometimes breaking off multiple pieces and laying them next to each other in your hand and loading them up in, so you have a thicker chunk and then you're loading the whole chunk at once. It makes life a lot easier when you're loading this type of hackle, especially this fleece, because it's kind of a fine, silky, smooth, lovely, amazing fleece. I could talk all day about this fleece. It's just fabulous. And it takes the dye beautifully. It's got a nice little sheen to it. I have to say, I cannot say enough good things about the Texel Cross. It is just amazing. If you can get your hands on some, you should. So I'm just going back and forth between commercial top, Cheviot, the hand combed, locally sourced fleece, add-ins, yada yada. And I didn't know how full to put the hackle, how far to fill the hackle. Words and me are not getting along today, but we'll get through this. We totally will. So, filling the hackle. Having trouble knowing when to stop, when is enough, and then dizzing off is another major issue. Not easy, although I did discover later on when you're dizzing, when you only load already combed wool onto your hackle, it dizzes off with almost no waste. It's amazing. And you'll see I stopped the video where there's a lot of fibers still left on the combs. Don't worry, I went back and I dizzed off like a pencil roving. So, and then what was left from that is going to go on the drum carder at some point. So there is no waste at all. Here I've put several layers of comb top in my hand and it's loading on so much faster. See what I mean? Amazing. Magic. All right. I think that's about all for me to say. I mean, I could ramble on and on and on and bore you, you know, bore you like crazy, but I can't think of anything else I really want to say right now. I do have I do have a question for you guys, and that is, how do I improve my dizzing? What are some tips you could give me to help me diz a little easier? How full do you fill your hackle? What is your, I know when to stop gauge, I guess? What do you go by? How do you know when it's full? All those lovely things. And if you have a 12-inch hackle, how much fiber weight-wise can you load onto it and diz off of it? All these things I figure I will learn over time, but if you already know the answers, have some advice for me, I would really, really appreciate you passing along some of that knowledge and helping me out here. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and don't forget to check out the Patreon page and see if the Patreon community is something you feel like is a good fit for you. And I will turn on the music for the last little bit of this video, and I will see you next time. And who knows, you might be the lucky recipient of this amazingly gorgeous fiber. Until next time, bye guys!